Act as if you are the best. No one is better than you. What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you want, your dreams, your success, your greatness, is how you see yourself? What if I said that the key to unlocking everything you've ever wanted lies in one simple but powerful shift in how you act and think? It's all about acting as if you're the best. Sound crazy? Stick with me for a second because I promise you it's not. Imagine for a second you walked into every room like you owned it. You held your head high, shoulders back, and you walked in with the mindset that no one is better than you. Not in a cocky, arrogant way, but with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth. What would happen? You'd be amazed at how your energy shifts, how people start to notice you differently, how opportunities just seem to fall into your lap. It's because your reality is shaped by how you perceive yourself, and others can feel it. Here's the thing. The best version of you isn't a future version. It's already inside you. You just have to start acting like it. You've heard the phrase, fake it till you make it, right? But I'm here to tell you it's more than just pretending. It's about embodying the person you want to be, right now. The truth is, acting as if you are the best is not about being perfect. It's about stepping into a higher version of yourself, right now. And when you do that, the world will respond in ways you can't even imagine. So in this video, we're going to dive deep into the idea that you are already the best, and by acting like it, you can unlock everything you've ever dreamed of. Stay with me, and I'll show you exactly how. Because once you start believing you're the best, no one will be able to stop you. Part 1. Understanding the power of perception. Let's start with something you might not realize. How you see yourself shapes everything in your life. You can call it perception, mindset, or simply your belief system. But whatever you call it, it's powerful. Have you ever noticed how some people walk into a room and immediately draw attention? They haven't said a word yet, but you can feel their presence. It's like they have this invisible force field around them. You want to know their secret? It's the way they perceive themselves. Here's the thing. We are all mirrors. The way you view yourself is the way the world will view you. If you believe you're the best, others will start to treat you like you are. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you create, something you choose to embody. Think about it. When you truly believe you are capable of greatness, you start acting from that place. Your posture changes. Your tone of voice gets stronger. You make eye contact. You speak with conviction. And guess what? People respond to that energy. Ever been around someone who just has that thing? Maybe you've heard someone say, I don't know what it is about them, but they just seem so powerful. What they're really noticing is the energy they're putting out. And that energy comes from a deep belief that they're deserving of success. They've mastered the art of acting as if they're already the best. But this isn't just about how people see you. It's about how you see yourself when no one's watching. The secret to stepping into your greatness is to start believing you're already there. What's funny is that when you act as if you're the best, you don't just fake confidence, you build real confidence. You take actions that align with the person you want to become. Over time, your mind catches up with your actions. You start to believe it too. So, the first key to acting as if you're the best is simple. Change the way you perceive yourself. Because believe me, if you see yourself as a winner, the world will start to see you that way too. Part 2. Why acting as if is transformational. Now that we understand the power of perception, let's dive into why acting as if you're the best is actually transformational. This isn't just a fun mindset trick. It's a game changer that can completely alter the course of your life. Let me ask you this. Have you ever met someone who just believes in their dreams, no matter how crazy they seem? Someone who looks at an impossible situation and says, I'm going to make this work no matter what. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. She started with nothing, Literally nothing. She was told she wasn't good enough, rejected by TV executives, and faced an endless stream of obstacles. But Oprah had one thing that pushed her forward. She acted as if she was meant for greatness. She carried herself with the kind of belief that was impossible to ignore. And look at her now. Oprah isn't just successful. She's legendary. That's the power of acting as if you're already the best. You set your sights on success, and when you do that, you align your actions, energy, and decisions with that vision. The universe starts to respond. It's almost like you're sending out a signal saying, "This is who I am. This is my path." And suddenly, opportunities start appearing. Doors start opening. People start noticing. I'm sure you've heard of the law of attraction. This idea that what you think about most is what you attract into your life. But here's the catch. It's not just about positive thinking. It's about embodying that future you desire right now. When you act as if you're already successful, you stop waiting for permission to be great. You stop looking for the external validation and start creating your own. You become the magnet for success because you're already living it in your mind and actions. And here's where it gets really interesting. Your confidence becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe you're the best, you make decisions from that belief. You take risks you wouldn't normally take. You make bold moves that lead to big results. You trust yourself more, even when things get hard. And that's when real transformation happens. You don't need to wait for everything to be perfect before acting as if you're the best. Start now. In fact, it's acting as if you're the best right now that actually pulls the best version of you into existence. So, let me leave you with this thought. The act of acting as if is not about pretending. It's about tapping into your highest potential and letting that version of you lead the way. And when you do that, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities you never thought possible. Part 3. Overcoming doubt and limiting beliefs. Now, let's get real for a second. As much as we'd love to just snap our fingers and start believing we're the best, we all have doubts. We all have those little voices in our heads telling us we're not good enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. And let's be honest, sometimes it feels like the world is conspiring to prove those voices right. But here's the thing. That inner critic, it's a liar. It's the voice of your fear, not your truth. So, if you want to start acting as if you're the best, you need to confront those doubts head on. Because the truth is, doubt is the biggest thing standing in your way. Not your skills, not your circumstances, your doubts. Think about it. How many times have you held back because you were worried about failure? Or worse, what people would think? You start thinking, what if I try and fail? What if I'm not actually good enough? But here's the truth. Failure is part of the journey. In fact, failure is one of the best teachers you'll ever have. Every time you fail, you learn. And every time you learn, you grow. So when those doubts creep in, when that voice tells you, who are you to act like you're the best? Just remember, you have the power to rewrite that narrative. One of the most powerful tools in transforming doubt is self-talk. If you've ever caught yourself saying something like, I can't do this, or I'm not qualified, stop right there. Those words matter. Your mind is listening to everything you say. So start turning those doubts into empowering statements. Instead of, I can't do this, try, I'm learning how to do this. Instead of, I'm not qualified, try, I am more than capable, and I am willing to grow and improve. Every time you say something like that, you're building the belief that you're already the best, and your mind will start to follow suit. And remember, belief is a muscle. The more you work on it, the stronger it gets. Just like you wouldn't expect to run a marathon without training, you can't expect to start acting as if you're the best without practicing it. So, get comfortable with the discomfort. Get comfortable with the fear. Because the more you show up and act as if you're the best, the more you will become exactly that. Part 4. How to act as if you are the best. Practical steps. Okay, by now we've covered why this mindset is so important and how it can completely transform your life. But now, let's get practical. How do you actually start acting as if you're the best? It's all about small, intentional steps that add up to big change. You don't have to go from zero to hero overnight. In fact, starting small is the key to long-lasting transformation. Step 1. Identify your best self. The first thing you need to do is get crystal clear on who your best self is. Take a moment to imagine the best version of yourself, the person you are when you're performing at your highest level. How do you carry yourself? How do you speak to others? How do you handle challenges? What do you wear? What kind of thoughts fill your mind when you wake up in the morning? It's essential to know exactly who you want to become. If you don't know what you're aiming for, it's harder to start acting like you've already arrived. So, grab a journal and write down the traits, habits, and characteristics of your highest self. What does this person look like? What are they doing, thinking, and feeling? This is your blueprint. Step 2. Align your actions with confidence. Once you've identified your best self, the next step is to align your actions with that vision. Start showing up like the person you want to be, even if you don't feel like it. If you want to be a confident public speaker, start speaking up, whether it's in meetings, at events, or even in casual conversations. If you want to be someone who's successful in business, start making decisions like a successful person would. Take risks, trust your instincts, and stop second-guessing yourself. This is key. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment to act as if you're the best. You can begin right now, with the next decision, the next action. If you wait for everything to be just right, you'll be waiting forever. So start showing up as your best self in everything you do. Step 3. Dress the part. I know this might sound a little superficial, but the way you dress has a direct impact on how you feel about yourself. When you dress like you're already the best, you'll start carrying yourself with the confidence that matches that look. And this doesn't mean you have to wear a suit or designer clothes. This is about finding your version of dressing for success. If you feel your best in a crisp shirt, go for it. If you feel on top of the world in workout gear, then that's your power look. It's all about wearing clothes that make you feel confident, put together, and ready to conquer anything. How you dress affects your posture, your mindset, and even your productivity. Step 4. Speak like you're the best. Your words are powerful, and they shape how you see yourself. So, watch the language you use. Instead of saying, "I'll try," say, "I will." Instead of, "I'm not sure," say, "I'm confident in this decision." The more you speak with certainty, the more you'll start believing in that certainty. Also, stop self-deprecating. I get it. Sometimes it feels good to joke around or downplay your achievements, but all that does is chip away at your self-esteem. When you act as if you're the best, you own your achievements and your value. You speak with authority and confidence because you know you are capable. Step 5. Surround yourself with the best. Finally, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So, take a good look at your circle. Are these people who elevate you? Do they believe in your greatness? Or do they keep you stuck in the same mindset of not good enough? Surround yourself with people who challenge you, inspire you, and lift you up. Find those who see your potential before you do, because their belief in you will help push you toward your best self. And most importantly, make sure you do the same for them. Part 5. Real-world examples of acting as if. All right, so we've covered the importance of mindset, how to push through doubt, and how to start taking actions that reflect your highest self. But you might still be thinking, does this really work in the real world? Is this just a concept? Or is it something actual people, successful people, are using? Well, let's look at a few examples of people who embody this idea of acting as if they're the best and how it has transformed their lives. Example 1. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is a perfect example of someone who didn't just think big, he acted as if he was destined to change the world. From the beginning of Apple, Jobs had a vision for the company that was way beyond what people believed was possible at the time. In the early days, Apple wasn't the powerhouse it is now. Jobs was constantly told that his ideas were too ambitious, that he was aiming too high, and that he was too bold. But Steve Jobs believed, without a doubt, that he was creating the future, and he acted like it. He didn't wait for approval from others. He didn't second-guess himself. Jobs embodied this vision every single day. His confidence, even when things were uncertain, inspired his team to believe in his vision too. And that belief wasn't just about making products, it was about revolutionizing the world. Steve Jobs acted as if he was the best, and he made the world believe it too. Example 2. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is another incredible example of someone who started with almost nothing but acted as if she was meant for greatness from the start. As a young woman, Oprah was told by her bosses that she was unfit for television, and that she didn't have the right look for the industry. But Oprah didn't let that stop her. Instead of shrinking back, she leaned into her unique qualities, her authenticity, and her ability to connect with others on a deep emotional level. Oprah acted as if she was already the best, even when no one else saw it. And look where she is now. She built an empire because she refused to let anyone or anything stop her. Oprah believed she was destined to be a powerful voice for change, and by acting with that conviction, she attracted everything she needed to turn her dream into a reality. Example 3. Elon Musk. Let's talk about Elon Musk, the ultimate visionary who has transformed industries and pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible. When Musk started working on companies like Tesla and SpaceX, people laughed. They said he was crazy. They said electric cars would never take off, that space travel was too risky and too expensive. But Musk acted as if he was already on the cutting edge of technology and innovation, even when it seemed impossible. His belief in himself and his vision has led him to make extraordinary leaps in technology and space exploration. Acting as if you're the best doesn't mean things will be easy. It means you push forward even when it's hard, because you know where you're going. Musk's relentless belief in his abilities and goals has created companies that have reshaped industries. And it all started with his unshakable belief that he could achieve the impossible. Everyday people. And it's not just the famous entrepreneurs, athletes, or celebrities who benefit from this mindset. Everyday people who act as if they're the best are changing their lives in powerful ways too. There's the small business owner who, despite challenges, believes their product or service is the best out there, and they act like it. They continue refining their craft, marketing their brand with confidence, and delivering exceptional value, knowing that their hard work will pay off. There's the individual working in a 9-to-5 job, who shows up every day with the mindset that they are there to make a difference. They take initiative, they make bold decisions, and they begin to rise through the ranks because they act as if they are already a leader in their field. People who act as if they are the best create ripples in the world around them, attracting opportunities and creating success in their own lives. And you can be one of those people too. Part 6. The danger of playing small. Here's the hard truth. Playing small is one of the biggest things holding you back from becoming your best self. We're all guilty of it at times. We hesitate to take risks, we hide our light, and we wait for the right moment to step into our full potential. But what if I told you that waiting for the perfect moment is the exact thing that's stopping you from becoming the person you're meant to be? Self-sabotage. The danger of playing small is that it leads to self-sabotage. You might not even realize it, But by not acting as if you're the best, you are actively holding yourself back. Think about the last time you felt too afraid to go after something you really wanted. Maybe it was a job, a promotion, or even a relationship. The voice inside your head told you, you're not good enough, or you'll never make it. And so, you stayed in your comfort zone. You played small. But by doing that, you're choosing to stay where you are. You're choosing to live in the safe space, but in doing so, you limit your growth and potential. Playing small keeps you stuck in the same patterns, unable to break free and create something new. Comfort zone versus growth zone. The comfort zone is where dreams go to die. But the growth zone, that's where the magic happens. When you start acting as if you're the best, you're stepping out of that comfort zone. You're saying, I deserve more than this, and I'm ready for the next level. But it's not easy. The growth zone is where you face discomfort, where you face uncertainty, and where you make mistakes. But it's also where you discover what you're truly capable of. The key is to embrace the discomfort and keep moving forward. Because growth happens when you push past the fear of failure and step into the unknown. By acting as if you're the best, you move yourself into the growth zone every single day. And that's when you start to see real transformation. The life you could be living. Think about it. What would your life look like if you stopped playing small? What if you took that risk? What if you started believing you are the best and acting from that belief every single day? What would happen if you stopped waiting for the perfect time and started making bold decisions now? The truth is, you have no idea how much potential you're sitting on by playing small. But if you start acting as if you're the best, you'll unlock opportunities, relationships, and experiences you never thought possible. The life you've been dreaming about is out there, and it's waiting for you to step into it. Part 7. Overcoming setbacks and staying the course. Now that you understand the power of acting as if you're the best and the tremendous potential it has to change your life, it's time to address a critical part of the journey: setbacks. Let's face it, life isn't always a straight line. You can act as if you're the best, show up with confidence, and put in all the hard work, but there will be times when things don't go your way. It might be a failed project, a rejection, a mistake you made, or even a moment where your confidence takes a hit. But here's the key: setbacks are part of the process, not a sign of failure. The people who make it to the top, the ones who live their dream life, they're not the ones who never experience setbacks. They're the ones who persevere despite them. They're the ones who keep acting as if they're the best, even when the road gets bumpy. Setbacks don't define you. Your response does. Think of a professional athlete. They spend hours training, they push their bodies to the limit, and sometimes, despite all their effort, they don't win. But what do? They get back up, they adjust, they learn from what went wrong, and they continue pushing toward their goal. Their mindset is simple: one failure doesn't define me. My response to it does. You are no different. When you experience a setback, don't let it shake your belief that you're the best. Instead, use it as fuel. Every time you fall down and get back up, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than any obstacle. Remember this: setbacks don't mean you're not good enough. They simply mean you're still growing. The best don't give up when things get tough. They stay the course because they know that they are meant for greatness. The power of resilience. There's a beautiful quote that goes, "Resilience is the ability to attack while being attacked." This is exactly what you need when you face challenges. Life will challenge you, but resilience means bouncing back stronger than ever. When you face adversity, acting as if you're the best is what helps you rise above it. Resilience is rooted in your belief that you're not just worthy of success, you're meant for it. Your failures are temporary, but your greatness is forever. So when things get tough, don't back down. Dig deep, keep your eyes on the prize, and act like you're already the best in the world at what you do. Part 8. The Ripple Effect. How acting as if you're the best impacts others. Here's something I want you to think about. Your actions have a ripple effect. When you choose to act as if you're the best, when you walk into a room with confidence and carry yourself like you already know your worth, something powerful happens. You start to inspire others. Think about the people in your life who exude confidence and belief in themselves. When you're around them, don't you feel energized? Don't you start believing that maybe you can do more, be more, achieve more? Now imagine if you were that person. Imagine if your belief in yourself was so strong that it inspired others to believe in themselves too. That's the ripple effect. When you act as if you're the best, you set a standard for others. You become the kind of person that others want to emulate, the kind of person who lifts up the people around them. And this is what changes everything. Becoming a leader. Through example. You may not see yourself as a leader, but let me tell you something. You are a leader in the making. When you show up and act as if you're the best, you inspire others to do the same. Whether you realize it or not, people are watching you. They see how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you handle challenges, and how you rise above setbacks. By acting as if you're the best, you lead by example. And this leadership doesn't require a title, position, or authority. It simply requires you to step into your power, believe in your worth, and show the world what you're capable of. Here's the magic. As you rise, you bring others with you. When you act with confidence and belief in your own greatness, you empower those around you to do the same. And the more people who start acting as if they're the best, the more collectively we all rise. This is how you change the world, not through grand gestures, but by living your truth every single day. So, as you continue on your journey of greatness, know this. Your belief in yourself isn't just for you, it's for everyone around you. The world needs you to be your best. Here's a truth that many people forget. The world needs you to be the best version of yourself. You don't know who you'll inspire, who you'll touch, or who you'll lift up simply by showing up as the best version of you. You might inspire someone to start a business, go after their dream, or believe in themselves for the first time. When you live your life acting as if you're the best, you don't just improve your own life, you improve the lives of everyone you come into contact with. And you have no idea just how far that ripple effect will go. So, as you continue on this journey, keep showing up. Keep acting as if you're the best, because you are. And the world is waiting for you to bring that energy, that belief, and that confidence into the world. You have the power to make a difference just by being your best self. Conclusion: you are the best, and it's time to live like it. So here we are, at the end of this journey we've taken together. If you've made it this far, then I know you're ready for change. You're ready to step into your greatness. You're ready to embrace the idea that you are, in fact, the best, and it's time to start acting like it. But let's make one thing crystal clear. Being the best doesn't mean being perfect. It doesn't mean you're immune to mistakes or failure. In fact, you will face challenges. You will encounter setbacks, but that's all part of the process. The real power lies in how you respond to those moments. The best don't crumble when things get hard. They rise, they learn, they adapt. They keep moving forward. And as you move forward, keep this in mind. The moment you choose to act as if you are the best, the world starts to respond to you differently. When you step into your worth and your power, you start to see opportunities, relationships, and experiences that were always available to you, but you couldn't see them before. You start to attract what you believe you deserve. So what happens next? You take action. You start living from a place of confidence and belief in your own worth. You make bold decisions. You stop waiting for the perfect moment and realize that the only moment you need is right now. You stop playing small, you stop questioning yourself, and you start acting as if you're the best, because you are. You may not feel it in every moment, but if you keep showing up, if you keep taking action, and if you keep believing in yourself, that best version of you will start to emerge. Slowly, but surely, you'll notice changes. You'll notice how people begin to respond to you differently. You'll notice the way opportunities open up. And most importantly, you'll notice how your own confidence grows, and how you begin to live in alignment with the greatness that you've always had inside of you. Remember this: the world needs your greatness. When you act as if you're the best, you're not just transforming your own life, you're inspiring everyone around you to rise to their own potential. You are creating a ripple effect that can reach places you've never imagined. The more you embody the belief that you are the best, the more others will be encouraged to do the same. And in doing so, you'll not only change your own life, you'll help create a world that celebrates confidence, resilience, and the power of self-belief. When you act like you're the best, you encourage everyone else to act like they are too. So, the question now is, are you ready? Are you ready to step into your power? To stop doubting yourself and start owning your greatness? Because the best version of you is waiting for you to stop holding back, waiting for you to step into the fullest expression of yourself. The time to start acting like the best is now. Don't wait for some magical moment to arrive. Don't wait for someone to give you permission. You've already got everything you need within you. You just have to believe it and show up. And the moment you do, that's when the world will truly see you for who you are. The best version of yourself. Final thoughts. You are worthy of all the greatness that's coming your way. No more waiting, no more hesitating. It's time to stand tall, show up confidently, and step into your future with the belief that no one is better than you, because you're already the best. This is your moment. Live it like you've already arrived.